Alrighty. I guess we're live. So, well, we're gonna find out how well this is gonna work tonight. I don't know, huh, this is gonna be, this is gonna be interesting. Um, let's see here. This is way different than it is when we do it on Rick's thing. But, alright, I guess that'll work. Um, so I don't know how well this is gonna play out tonight, I guess, because, well, things are not working out too hot. They're not as good as they usually are with how they are on Rick's channel. But Cody's in. How's Cody doing? Gene's in. Steven's in. How's everybody doing tonight? We'll see how well this plays out. It seems that the whatchamacallit, the thing that runs the does the video capturing and all that stuff, it's not seems like it's not talking too well to YouTube, so uh, things aren't too great in the video world or video wise. That's kind of why, because it's not talking very well. Lee Harris is in. How's Lee Harris? Logan's in. Hey Logan. What's all tore apart behind me? That is the 1940 Farm LM that we won on Kenny's tractor giveaway. That's the one that decided to blow apart its um, cam gear. In fact, here I'll go. There's two pieces of the cam gear, and there's the other two. So yeah, that wasn't too fun to find out, but that happened when we were trying to recreate the one night. So the hydraulic pressure created too much pressure. International, for those of you guys that don't know what all that about international, they with the Super Series they updated the cam and cam gear. While this one doesn't have the updated stuff on it. It's got the well now it's got an updated cam gear because it's got the new cam gear on it. But we got to do some ad moderating things here. So they yeah, so it's got the new updated cam gear on it now, but it still has the old style camshaft that doesn't have the reverse threads on the cam. So it's still not 100% the way it should be because it's got the factory or the International Life hydraulic pump on it, but it it's gonna work, I guess. It's got some beads of weld on the nut to hold the nut, and it's gonna work the way it's gonna. It's kind of, as Rick would say, it's borked. So I can see Connor is taking over as Rick. He's even sitting in the same seat position. Well, kind of. The, the seat thing is more because I don't have enough cord to run. I don't have. Heck, I don't have one of these things here. It's a 30-foot cord that usually me and Rick use, but I don't have one of those. I think it's like a 10-foot or something like that. So with keeping the phone in the window, uh, I I pretty much have to stay at the toolbox. So like we usually do. What's the 1 year goal with where you are at? That's a good question. Um, I guess the idea is that eventually to kind of be up here. I guess that's kind of the 1 year goal would be to get, a more, doggone it, stupid thing, a more permanent living accommodation up here, I guess, or be more permanent up here. You are now. Settle down, the fucking sake, Luke. Gosh. Okay, hold on. Now you made me lose my. Steven wants to know any progress on the MD. Well, um, it depends on what MD you're talking about, because if you're talking about the one that was at the previous farm, um, there is some behind the scenes action going on that. Um, for those of you that didn't entirely see the video, we're no longer at the farm we used to be at. Of course, we're at Rick's place now. Rick Bork there in the comments. We're at his place now. So that MD is actually my dad's, and he's still holding on to that, and it's been sitting the same way it's been sitting since I left it. So, but there's some stuff in the background that we're working on, and we maybe, with fingers crossed, be seeing that tractor again. So, okay, Rick wants to know, is it done yet? No, it's not done, but it's close. I'm about ready to, when we get off the stream here, this gasket, and I just threw the seal, is going on into the front cover, so, and then the front cover can go on. And then I can slide the bolster back on, which that'll be nice to see. You got heat in there. Yeah, there's in-floor heat in this shop, which is really, it's a toasty 74 degrees in here. I cannot keep the heat down. I've had the service door back there, and where the heck is it? Back there in the background, open pretty much all day. So, Lee wants to know how Florida is for Rick. Kevin Craig is in. How's it going? We gotta give you I gotta keep up on the moderation stuff here. It's hard to do that when I'm trying to have 2 pages open. All right. Gene says, get that back together. Well, that's the plan. Hopefully tonight. I'd like to see it be put back together and maybe drive out tonight. That maybe, is that wishful thinking? Hope you're doing well up in the cold Northland. Doing great. It's been pretty much an all-day in the shop, getting this thing behind me tore apart and slowly figuring out the process around here, I guess we'll say. The chores and stuff. We've been farting around in the excavator a little bit, and yeah, that you're finding use for everything. That's right. Well, everything's always got its use. So, Lee wants to know how Katie's feeling, Rick. Kevin says he's good. I'm doing good as well, Kevin. Hey, Rick, if you want to tell Montana that these chocolate covered pretzels are good, they're good. You still have a container over here. Don't worry about it. She said I could have the top one, so I'm taking the top one. Hopefully I'll maybe get started on the Cub Cadet this winter if ice fishing doesn't take my time this winter. Well, that'd be cool, Gene. Luke says Katie's much better. That's good. Rick, what part of Florida are you in? We just got back from the St. Pete area. Too many people. Rick said Jacksonville. Nathan's in. How's Nathan doing tonight? Oh, shop time from Dave needs a... Mr. Dave needs a wrench. Slowly, surely we'll get there. Where's going? People just came in from working on KSD, ran rivets in Baker this morning. Did you make dinner? No, that's why I'm snacking on pretzels. I've been busy with this thing behind me. Hayden wants to know how Nathan's doing. Rick, I've kind of made a mess of your shop, by the way. Luke said he made dinner. Well, maybe I'll make dinner after this if I don't eat enough pretzels and don't get distracted with my front cover. I'd really like to get this thing out of here tonight. Might look more into new rear tires for the 756 before starting on the Cub Cadet. That's a hefty bill there. Nathan says he's good working on the next 60 video editing, but taking a break to yak with you all. Appreciate you, man. Mesh looks about the same in there as normal. Well, yeah, it kind of is. It's at least centered around the front end of this thing, so I haven't broken any tools today yet. I don't think. No, yes, I did. I chipped the end off of a screwdriver, but I fixed it. But Rick, your pry bar's still broken. Getting used to the excavator. I can imagine Connor on the excavator with the bucket in the air while spinning around in circles. I'm not doing that. It's more so that I keep running the levers backwards, so I'm trying to pull the boom up and it's going down, and then when I pull it up, then the front end of it slams down onto the ground. I'm gonna end up breaking the thing apart. I'm waiting for a track to fly off or something. Dave's hoping by the end of the weekend you'll have his reservation set for Florida for the Flywheelers. Now who's texting? If the Hex is still alive and the dogs are good, you're golden, Connor. What do you mean the Hex? What Hex? But yes, the dogs are still alive. Nico got out again, so he's up in the pole barn now. Which pry bar did you bend? Oh, it's no bend, Rick. It's the medium size. It's not the small one, but it's not the long one. But it's flat out. Come on, where's it? It's cracked. Well, there you go. There's the tip of it. It's broken. It's not bent. It's broken. Kyle Chris is in. How's Kyle? Ricky needs a thing. Just breaking Rick's stuff while he's not there, telling him over live. Nice. I sent him a text message yesterday, and he failed the response. That's his own shit to figure out. Oh, sorry, I said if the cows are still alive. They're still alive. They're still kicking. They ran out of hay last night, but they got 2 bales now. And then the stupid excavator decided to try and die out, so we gotta look into that tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Looks like warranty on the pry bar. That's right. Scott says Chinesium. I don't think it's Chinesium. Well, depending on where Mac makes their tools. Rick would know more. I wasn't trying to overuse the thing either. I was just trying to pull the front. I had the bolts loose and everything on the bolster. I was just trying to wiggle it loose, and then all of a sudden it just bink. So then I grabbed the bigger one. New power just rims, tubes, and 13.6/28 on my 460 utility was over $2,100. Holy crap. Now it's falling. Jeez. Nathan says, nice hat. Thank you. You're not stopping me from throwing bricks in the... Oh, I don't have it. Oh, yes, I do. It's in the house. I could throw Ricks in the wood boiler. And then you guys can all shut up. Maybe Rick's thought was if I don't respond, it didn't really happen. Well, I don't know. Kevin wants to know how Kyle's doing. Luke Luke says Rick has a nice hat on here in Florida. I'm sure he does, but it's not the Caterpillar one. Caterpillar one's in the house. Did you get Rick a pair of shorts to wear with his boots, Luke? Cody wants to know. Luke is a iguana skin hat. What in the fuck are you, Tom Anderson? What are you trying to type out there? Still looks fun as hell shooting iguanas out of trees. I know you're too far north for it. Luke is a iguana skin hat. Rick. Oh, I think Tom Anderson is trying to is asking if Luke has got Rick a iguana skin hat. God damn it! This fucking chair keeps rolling backwards. Da 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 da. Nathan says, "Don't you dare! It's all mine. It's all mine. I can find something to do with that. Maybe I'll wear it in a video of mine. I'm gonna buy a Farmall 300 for 1,500, but it needed new tires all around, and it would have cost me more than what the tractor was worth. That is the big problem. Tires are the big problem. This thing needs tires on the rear end. Eventually, they're really weather checked, but they're still holding out. But it needs new rims too. I'm not looking forward to that bill. Oh, jeez. Kyle says, Kevin, doing well yourself. Rick says nobody wants to see me wear shorts, but it would be funny as hell. It would be interesting. Rick, I almost bought you an international 5-bottom trip plow today at the auction I was at. It was your special price, $550. If you burn Rick's hat, I have a never-ending supply of cat hats I can send him. I didn't say I was going to burn it this weekend, but I said I have the option to. I did have a video idea I was going to do this weekend, and I didn't get prepared enough for it. I slacked last week and didn't get what I needed, so uh, some of you guys get to stay happy. Nathan, Dave says, "LOL, your vocabulary is getting a lot like Rick's." Well, the thing is kind of far away, so it's hard to read. Nathan wants to know what Kyle has been working on. Rick wants to know if it was an on land Tom. Gene says, yeah, my H tires are about the same, but one rim may need some attention. Both of these are pretty much junk on this one. They're cracking out on the bead, and the one's got one of the stay blocks is ramped up, so it's pretty much, it's actually this one close, that one there, one of the stay blocks is messed up, so it's pretty well junk. If you get pulling on it hard, eventually it comes up on the casting, and then you're doing that going down the road. Tom says, yes, it was, but it did not have trip bottoms, but the hitch was a breakaway one. Logan says, we had to put new tires on our 1466 front wheel assist with duals as well. It was $10,000 plus. I can believe that. Freaking tires are ridiculous. Better off buying another tractor. Kyle wants a 5-bottom trip plow so he can use with his caterpillars. Okay, I got more moderator things I gotta add. Okay, go away thing. Tractor Hoarders is in. How's Hans doing tonight? Mine is by the valve stem, may be fixable. You could fix that. These ones can't be fixed. They're pretty well junk. Might have to look and see if maybe Jensen Tractor has some, or possibly Facebook Marketplace. Steven says, I guess it's back to the steel wheels. That's right. Kevin says he's okay. Kyle, how's the RD4 coming along? Brian says, and that's why I bought used tires for my D17, which ended up being a runaround, so that needs to be fixed. Well, that sucks. I keep my eye out on Facebook Marketplace, but I bought a set once and got burned on them, so I'm kind of leery on going back that route. We got another moderator dead. Eli says tires on a 7-inch rim for potato digger are $150 a piece. Ouch! Tires for the mining trucks I was around all week are 40,000 a piece. Holy crap! Those are those big honking things. They're like 10 feet tall. Evanson, how's Evan doing tonight? We're gonna give you a moderator thing too. So far though, I haven't put out the wood stove or anything, or there hasn't been any uh, major failures. So just a couple of broken tools and a dying out excavator. It says 739 Fs. Couldn't pass on that Project Cub Cadet for $100. That's a pretty good deal. I gotta get my Cub Cadet going. I got a, what is it, 782? With a snowblower for the front of it. I gotta get that going one of these days. The way the prices of everything are going up, we will be going back to horse-drawn equipment. That's right. It's ridiculous. We're gonna be living like the Amish. My uncle just spent $20,000 on tires for his Steiger. Didn't even get for the duals. That's a pretty ouchy one. C175-16 under the hood. Cody wants to know. Are you looking for tires or wheels? Both. This M back here needs both. It needs rims and tires. Saw a video on TikTok of tractor hoarders Farmall H that sounds like a 2-cylinder Johnny Deere. You are correct, yes. C175-V16s. Evan says he's doing good. That's good. Didn't Rick say the fuel filter was the reason last time the airman fucked up? Yeah, that's right. We replaced it, and now it's messing up again. Hopefully I gotta pull the water separator bowl off of it and see if it's got anything in that or not. I know I sent you a picture of it. Our tractor club raffled off one almost identical to it. Lots of horse torques, Cody says. Hans says the H does need some help. Sounds like you need a tune-up. Jessom, you're forgetting one thing. I hate horses, and horses suck to maintain and keep eating hay. Fuel is expensive, but horses are more expensive. That's probably true. I may have some you can have. I'll look. You know the size? They should be 13.6/38, I believe, on the tires. I don't know what the rims are. Mike's in. How's Mike doing tonight? I'll give you a moderator thingy. I'll go take a look. Make sure. I'm pretty sure they're 13.6. Yeah, they're 13.6/38. Whatever that, if you want to believe that or not. Got a red Cub Cadet with a diesel in it. I don't know whatever happened to it. We had it when I was younger, but I haven't seen it in years. That's a pretty rare one. Them 82 series with a diesel in it. Nathan wants to know what Faraway Farm is mining. Mike says he's doing good. How's it been going? It's been going good here. Keep him busy, as always. They've got two C175-20 gensets at the shop right now. They did 8-hour 100% load testing on them with no muffler. You could hear them things for miles. GMC Crackerbox, man, those are one cool truck. Taconite, making iron ore pellets. Is that the 41M back there? It's a 40, not a 41. But yes, that's the one that we won on Kenny's raffle thing that he did a year ago, almost 2 years ago, I think now. Yeah, yeah, it must have been about 2 years ago now that he did that thing. Sat all this past summer with radiator troubles. Got it going again. Went to Ray K and then broke the cam gear in it. That was real kick in the nuts. Mike says he'd love to try and grab one day. Use it for towing cattle and tractors. That'd make a good truck for towing cattle and tractors. I gotta make sure I'm not. Well, I gotta check my data app thing because we only get so much hotspot stuff here. So I gotta make sure I don't go over it. Eventually here, when Ricky Dicky decides to do his little live stream thing, we're gonna we'll head on over to his thing. I'm assuming he's doing one tonight at 8 o'clock, like he usually does, but I guess we'll find out. But we're doing good on the data, so we'll keep on cruising here. My dad says it was parked in the back 40 under a tarp, meaning I need to get a snowmobile going and go cruising around 46 acres to find it. Well, get on it. Nathan says, cool. They were reminding the coking coal to melt it down where I was this week. That's pretty cool. What kind of medical help does the old girl need? It's got a 4-piece cam gear in it, or out of it right now, or what had. It had a 4-piece cam gear. Now it's got a 1-piece again. And it's the updated style, the heavier one. If you do come across one, that would be an awesome project. We have a guy here that used to work in Cumming Coal in Canada, Alberta, I think. About ready to be put back on all 4 wheels, that tractor back there. All I gotta do is put the front cover on and then the crank pulley and stuff, and then it can go back together. Ouch, 4 pieces is not good, that's right. The hydraulic pump did that one. Somebody added the IH live hydraulic pump, like what they had on the Super Series and the 100 Series. But they decided they weren't going to update the cam gear and cam, so it's got the old style cam gear and cam. It had the old style cam gear, now it's got the new style, or the updated one. But yeah. So now we got to pull it apart and put it back together. Oh, it looks like it grenaded in there. It did, but it didn't do too much damage. The cam gear is really the only thing that took a hit. The crank gear is still in good enough shape. It rotates nice and smooth. The gear's all in it, so everything's pretty much good. You just gotta, like I say, you just gotta put the front cover back on and then go from there. I meant coking, autocorrect. Kevin, I definitely would. Love myself an old Kenworth bullnose cab over. Also, love the twin sticks. Nathan wants to know what's the next project after this one. Probably my pickup truck, so that I can make sure that that's quits leaking antifreeze. Oh, and I gotta rewire this thing too, because it's a mess. It's got some of the original wiring harness. It's got some new stuff on it. It's a complete mess that needs to be redone. And the battery cables are pretty much junk on it too, so it needs to be redone. And eventually the Cub Lowboy is gonna it's gonna get a rewiring and turned into 12 volt instead of 6 volt because I don't. Oh, all right. Hopefully, are we still going? Because it disconnected for a minute and now it says reconnected. So hopefully we're still going. When you think you'll get into the engine on the knocker? Maybe this weekend still. Um, the hopefully I can after I get my truck done, I can get that 400 in here, and me and Rick might look at it on Wednesday. I'm supposed to bring the RTV in too and let that unthaw. I have a faint memory of it, but there's some pictures of it. Closest I've got to it was the original snowblower to it, and I'm hoping that the mower deck is on it. Well, that'd be cool. You definitely need to find that because I'm pretty sure those things are few and far between. I'm still here. That's good. I'm assuming that the buffering that far away says I had was because it disconnected for a minute. I don't know why it did that. I don't like this OBS studio thing. I've never had good luck with it. You're missing dinner, Luke says. I know. That's why I snacked on pretzels. Kevin, this old stuff will be huffing and puffing while all the new computerized junk is dead and in the junkyard. That's right. I have a hydraulic pump that I saved from the scrap, so you could have it for a core, Connor. What? A hydraulic pump? What do you mean? Like one of the international ones? The dang punk is taking up space. That's right. It's getting there though. Rick's got the couple of welds ground off of it, so they're moving along on it. And then another project gets to come in. I know Luke and Kyle want the 1840 in here, but they can just screw off. Like for that M. Oh, okay. Is it a an international one or is it like an M&W pump? Find a square baler yet, Connor? No, I have not. I almost had myself a Super MTA diesel there last Wednesday, but the thing went for 5,600 and it's got a locked up motor in it. It went for pretty much what a running one is. Ridiculous. So then I started bidding on some international manure spreaders, and those things went for stupid money too. So we gotta. There's a couple things still on the search list, but we gotta work on getting me a place to live up here first. I believe it is IH. Okay. Well, you can. I think you have Rick's number, right? You shoot a couple pictures of it to Rick so you can send them to me. Send them my way. Might still be in usable shape yet. I mean, who knows? You don't know until you tear it apart. They're not that hard to tear apart. At least there's value in this old stuff that we all keep fixing. That's right. Not much, but there's some. I started digging that baler out too. Cool. When you get to it, send some pictures to Rick again. Cause I'm interested. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is get my own place. Currently live at my grandfather's for now. Yeah, it's always tricky dealing with family. Hopefully in a month or so, I can be up here and um, eventually maybe become Rick's backyard neighbor. All I can say is inflation. Nothing is getting any cheaper. That's totally right. MC Cracker Bucks, you got that right. My son and I are old gas engine collectors, and they just keep chugging along. No electronics on them, just magnetos. One day we will have fixed it all, so it will all be pretty much new. Even if it's sentimental value, it's always worth more than money itself. Yeah. Scott says hi, Eric. The old iron is still alive and ticking. People are paying more for the old stuff because it's reliable over the new stuff. Sold my snowmobile to get the 756, which is a series I've always wanted. There you go. Are you over by Duluth? Kinda. Bruno. Bruno, Minnesota. It's what, like an hour south of Duluth? Rick would know. Farming Life says, good evening, Scotty. Evan says, I will. I gotta get several pics to send him. Perfect. It says, Merry Christmas, Eric and family. Kevin, my dad raised me around old clunkers and it rubbed off on me. Florida Flywheelers is our playground. Come January, it's a big swap meet. We got that Le Sueur swap meet up here. That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Gone to that 2 years now. Frickin' chair. I am really far in northwest Minnesota. I am by Warren, a half hour from Grand Forks. Nice. Ways up there. I don't think I've ever been further than. Oh, no, that's not true. I've been no further than what would be Twin Harbors. No further north than that. I don't think, anyways. There's a picture of the Diesel 782, our old International 284, which I've never seen as it was gone way before my time, and our 706 LP. That's what Dad's 706 was. It used to be an LP until somebody converted it before Dad bought it. Yeah, you don't see many guys in their early 20s into old stuff blinded by new junk. No good taste. That's right. Just inside Two Harbors. Nathan's out. Gotta finish this video so I can get uploaded by tomorrow. Have a great night, all, and good luck with the rest of the M tonight, Connor. Thanks, Nathan. Thanks for coming in. I have a video I have to put out for you guys yet, but I haven't put it into my library on my phone so I can upload it to YouTube. Thanks, Merry Christmas to you too, Scott, and say hello to the soybean farmer. GMC Cracker Box, man, I'd love to come down there to your show, but for now it's on the bucket list. Supposed to be a huge winter storm in northern Minnesota this Tuesday through Thursday. Yeah, don't say that bad word, snow. We had a little bit of sleet, I guess it would be today. It snowed for a little bit and then kind of turned into rain. That was kind of mucky. Everything was kind of had that slight frozen rain to it. Kevin says, "Good night, Nathan." Icon's in. How's Icon doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Is Kyle going live next? No, Rick is supposed to be. Rick is supposed to be doing his live stream at 8 o'clock. Ours was never converted to gas, been LP its whole life. Unfortunately, we no longer own it as it's running away on me as my uncle took it, but it was in really tough shape when he took it. Light flurries here in the city. That's good. There's a lot of toys I want. Old tractors, old semis, vintage military trucks, old construction equipment. Not big on racing, more into torque and stuff that pulls and carries loads and works. We haven't gotten any snow up here more than the 2 inches we got. So I tried to snow today. There's a picture floating around of a IH what? Sitting on my farm from the 1970s. Snow is the S word. No snow Tuesday. I have to haul a bowl. He says, see ya, Nathan. Snowed here yesterday morning, then rained last night on. There's a nice ice crust this morning. Yeah, that's what ended up being on everything. When I had to put some diesel in the excavator. Of course, then I spilled diesel on my pants. That was nice. Kevin, if you ever make it down, I'll give you a tour of the playground. Where do you live? Icon wants to know how Scott's doing. Tractor Hyatt's in. How's Tractor Hyatt doing? I'm doing good. Mike wants to know how Hyatt's old case is doing. Module tractor. Oh, that's an oldie. Motor was so wore out that it could just barely pull itself on the trailer under its own power. Wow. Those things aren't fun to rebuild either, so I've heard. Tractor Hyatt says, "Hi, Hans. Good to see you on here." Rick Bork's back in. He just ate dinner. I still haven't ate dinner yet. We have a picker. Oh, it's gone. Mike says, "Hans, show yourself." He was in here a little while ago. I don't know if he's lurking in the background or not, but he was in here. There he is. We are in Burlington, Ontario, and if we do get down there, I will definitely look you up. Distance says, Rick? Rick, are you going live at 8 o'clock or what? I know you were hemming and hawing on the idea. Evan's out. Thanks for stopping by, Evan. Lee wants to know if it looks strange to Rick to see his own shop on camera. Evan, you're in the land of ice and snow. Wish I could get some of that snow and ice too. Dang hot down here. Too dang hot down here. We have a picture of our farm from, I think, 1937. Stupid autocorrect always messing me up. Justin says, doing good. How's Florida? Lisa, see ya, Evan. How many people are in here right now? I can't see it because of the way I gotta have my stupid screen set up, but I gotta figure out what Rick uses for live streaming on his laptop because I don't like this setup I got going on here. All Rick wants for Christmas is a pee trough. Well, he's got a toilet in here. His pee trough is this. Well, now I just blocked it. That floor drain right there. Rick says Florida is nice, good time. Eli says you don't want ice and snow. It sucks. That's right. 13 are in. That's cool. Carl wants to know if Rick is moving. Beats heat and mosquitoes carrying you away. Love cold weather. Well, if you move up to Minnesota, you get Florida and Canada all in one state. A hot and muggy mosquito summer and a cold and snow and icy winter. It's miserable all year round. 15 are in. All right, gotcha. Rick says he's not moving. Rather have snow and clouds and much sun. Too much sun. Cold weather sucks. It just sucks. That's right. I hate cold weather. What you been up to, Connor? Well, there it is in the background. I've been fixing our M. My M. The one that we won on Kenny's live stream. Y'all give the boy a thumbs up. It's much appreciated. How's the MD doing, Connor? Well, touched on this a little bit earlier. That MD is Dad's, the farm that we left, farm that we got kicked off of, actually, technically. And so the MD is sitting in the same spot, or in the same condition that it was when I left it, because Dad won't fix it. And there's some things going on in the background that you might be seeing the MD again, so we'll see. I understand you get tired of the heat, but believe me, be careful what you wish for. The cold is no fun. Kevin hates it. I would rather be hot. Dean says I'd rather have the cold weather than the heat. Why can't we just get a moderate? Why can't we have like a fall weather all year round? That'd be perfect. Tractor Hyatt says his case tractor is still at Kenny's. He's doing some work on it and holding it for me for the time being. That's -40 out. You won't like it anymore. That's right. Or when it starts to get windy, you get that wind chill in there, you'll be begging for that heat again. Just looked at the weather. This week ain't gonna be fun. Eli, you are 100% right. Kevin, I give it thought to move to Kentucky, back to where the family was from. There's mountains, valleys, and good weather all around. Justin says he agrees. Fall would be perfect. Rick still hasn't said if he's going live tonight or not. I don't know what he's doing. Director Hyatt says it's unseasonably warm here in Florida. Director Hyatt, where are you in Florida? Rick's down there. And Luke. And Luke Stress are there in the comments. I'd rather drive on hot dry roads than the 8 hours of maybe slip and slide and hit the ditch I drove today. Remember negative 65 wind chill a few years ago. That is crap. Get rid of it. Yeah, like I had said, the state with no seasons. Rick says, maybe. Why not? Might as well. Gonna get down to 59 tonight. Ooh, how cold. Ooh, it's gonna be 59. Ooh. Suck it up, Michigan man. 29 degrees tonight for us here. Yuck. I don't know what it's gonna be up here. It's 30 right now outside. And 75 in the shop. To open up the service door again. Mike says he'll be back in a second. Boy, oh boy, I was born in Minnesota, and one of the worst winters in the country. Had to ski home from the hospital. Director Hyatt's in Tallahassee. All right. Yes, you guys are all right. Moderation would be perfect, but in a perfect world. Yeah, that's right. It's like we get quarter of an inch of snow and people just completely forget how to drive. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Kyle says 8 degrees there in South Dakota. Ick. I wish it would get cold here. Well, come on up. We can give you some cold. We gotta make sure we're still doing good on the data thing here. Otherwise, if we had unlimited stuff, it would work out not too bad. But we don't. Oh, again, same here 3 weeks ago. We had 2 inches of snow and 600 plus accidents. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. 19 tonight here. That's pretty icky. We'll give her about 15 minutes more. We'll call it quits at 8 o'clock, whether Rick's going live tonight or not, or Kyle or whoever decides to do what. So I guess you still do farm work, Connor, at your new place where you reside. Yes, I do. Kyle going live tonight or no? Luke wants to know. Seems too many people think Grand Theft Auto was driver's ed. Yeah, that's right. Do you have Verizon cell coverage there? According to Rick, we don't. There isn't very good Verizon cell coverage up here. I have T-Mobile. T-Mobile is Supposedly AT&T is really good up here. What you have to have, but the thing is, I have unlimited data, but when I connect it to the computer through the hotspot thing, we don't have unlimited hotspot. We have unlimited data, but we don't have unlimited hotspot. So I think we have like 40 gigs of hotspot, which is more than enough. But I just kind of get worried because if we get charged for that, then somebody gets crabby, and I don't want to deal with that. So People go nuts in winter. That's right. 31 here tonight too. Verizon has an unlimited plan for $30 a month. Now somebody's texting me. Tractor Hyatt. Looks like it's more of a cattle farm you're on. Love cattle. Well, Dad's was more of a cattle farm than this one is. Rick's got pigs and chickens and cows. Dad just had cows pretty much. He ventured. At one time he had chickens, then those all died off, and then he had some pigs and um, he kind of got out of the pig thing and had one that was like a pet or whatever. But ATT mostly distances. Try it here in Toronto with snow flurries. It's ridiculous. I hate it, but in my line of work, it takes me into the city often. Yeah, the city's pretty gross. Just got Wi-Fi yesterday. Speaking of all this, LOL, don't tell me how happy with our purchase. Rick has been talking about getting Wi-Fi for the shop, but it's one of them things where it's more money. The farm I just got a job at this fall does produce farming, no hay, but it's still fun, and the people I work with are cool. That's good. Glad to hear you're in a nice place there, Steven. What runs the Verizon, so it wouldn't work. All right. Nice hat, Connor. Thanks. Rick's is still going on the wood stove. Gotta get you a moderator thing. So old Crickle had a farm. Is the Brokeback Pig still kicking, or did he go to the freezer? He's still alive. There's been no butchering yet. Been too busy. Too busy to butcher. Want a place with acreage to have a hobby farm with some Dexter cattle. There you go. He says, hey, Vincent. One of my favorite breeds of cattle. Tractor Hyatt says, hey guys, don't y'all think Track Connor would look good in a green and yellow? You keep that nasty color code out of this channel. I think Rick is in a dinner coma. Not sure he's going live tonight. He won't answer. Well, we're just going to have to get Kyle to go live then. I'm calling it at 8 o'clock, so somebody's got to somebody's got to carry the torch. Dexters are short, Eli says. I think, isn't that what that Just a Few Acres farm guy has? I think he's got Dexters. Remember, right? I love the two cylinders, O'Connor, but I'm more McCormick and Farmall. Well, McCormick and Farmall are the same thing, but Rick said KC can go live. Yeah, but the problem with Kyle is he can't show his face, so he's got that shy face disease. If you like Dexter cattle, we watch a channel that has Dexter's Just a Few Acres Farm. Pretty good channel. Yep, there we go, right there. Peter's in. How's Peter doing? Hey, everyone looks good and green and yellow. Keep that nastiness out of here. Icky, icky, icky. Scott says later. Merry Christmas. See you, Scott. Thanks for stopping in. Gene says, yeah, I'm pretty sure Pete has Dexter's. Mike, Eli, if they have the gene they are famous for, whatever that word is, I think the condition it's called. Only tractor colors are red and orange. Those are the only okay ones. You can have green and white. I'm okay with green and white. The old Oliver, that's kind of uh, like a creamy white or whatever. But those Olivers are not too bad. I wouldn't mind an Oliver. I'd like a Ford someday too. Of course, we got that 9N or whatever it is sitting out there. Yeah, Few Acres Farm introduced me to the Dexters. No one wants to see this face. Well, you won't fucking show it. So Marty would look good in green and yellow and green. Get it out of here. Go away. Peter's good. Had friends visiting, so the evening was perfect. Good to hear. Love Oliver's now, but what about Gray before Farmall went red? Oh, Gray's not too bad either. I'm bringing some green and yellow to spring plow day just for you. Well, that's fine. There's one out here anyways. I was tempted to drag the John Deere H in here anyways this weekend and sit and fart around with it if I had time, but I don't know if I'll get time. Too many things going on. Oh, well, we are international guys as well. Tractors and engines. I agree with Oliver. Only green tractor. That's right. Peter says hi, Lee. Clover white and meadow green. There we go. White paint coat for Oliver is clover white. Let everyone's sparking Connor up. Yeah, you're messing it up. I personally like Flambeau red, but I'm a little bit biased. Well, that's not too bad either, but I won't personally own a case. I'm not a huge fan of them. And the John Deere guy, I'm not going to do that. Use a view. That means money. LOL, I was trying to smooth over the hat argument by sharing compliments. Looks like I failed miserably. Oh well. Well, you tried, Vincent. My face is on video. Yeah, none of your own. IH first, but I like all of them. Funny thing is, all the acceptance marks on your F-150 engine are in green and yellow paint, so you're basically driving in JD. Shut up, Luke. Love the big Waukesha inline 6 on the Oliver 88 3.8 liter motor. You know, those goobers have gobs of torque almost the same as a good old Jeep 4 liter. If I could drive an international truck, I would. I was trying to get Rick to let me buy a international van to be a mail van, but he deterred me, which is probably a good thing. Carl says, not true. Well, evidently I don't watch enough of your videos. To stir up things, deer belong on your wall, not in your field. That's right. Hey, Connor, have you heard from Farmall Ben lately? Yeah, we talk on Snapchat a little bit. He's busy with school and work. The only John Deere I can tolerate is a 2-cylinder. I can't even tolerate them things. Eli says your face is on Squatch's channel, not yours. Well, evidently Kyle says that's not true. Rick's probably going to try and get me on that John Deere H of his this summer, but it's not going to happen. So, time to find an international scout with a diesel. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to have a scout. I wouldn't mind having a scout. Problem is, any of them up here are all rusted and rotted out because internationals were freaking notorious for rotting out. Farmall Ben's regular is really cool. Yeah, it is. He did a good job on that. I think he's got to tear it down yet, though. Again, I think there's a couple seals that he didn't replace that he's got to replace because they're leaking. And has been busy rebuilding his grandpa's Case 800. Yeah, he's got that too. I think that's been in his. I think that kind of he's doing that in his workshop, but not during working hours. Eli says 2-cylinders are disgusting, uneven power, and just gross. Dave's taking off. Thanks for stopping in, Dave. Appreciate ya. I will prove you all wrong. My face is on my channel. Now, the 2-cylinders have plenty of pulling power. Didn't Kyle rake hay with crawler? I believe so. Is it the road salt that kills them? Obviously that's part of the problem, but a major part, it's something to do with the metals. I heard. I was reading on a Facebook post, Facebook post or whatever, but supposedly the metal that they used on the scouts and that on their vehicles was like a recycled metal, so it didn't hold up very well. That's now that's just what I heard. I don't know, if there's any truth to that or not, but the comments are getting away from me again. Every Farmall fan should have a Farmall regular, the granddaddy of Farmall, and without them, Farmall wouldn't be here. Respect to the mighty regular. That Johnny Popper is pretty cool. Eli, you are in dangerous territory there. Tyler, are you going to make a video now with your face in it to prove a point? Probably. Farm I work at has 30 Farmalls for hayrides, but maybe we'll introduce a 2-cylinder just to see what happens. Don't start down that bad path. Don't take that wrong turn. 2 cylinders, equal pistons the size of coffee cans. Hey Connor, if you're going to cut out at 8, have a good night. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a great holiday and good New Year. Thanks, Kevin. We'll probably cling on until things kind of fade out, but we'll see. Water, whoop, I lost that one. Water kills IH10, that's right. Fine, I don't have to make one, it's already up. But I think everyone can agree on this. By 1950, the 2-cylinder tractor was already outdated. 2-cylinder was outdated when it started. We're the only ones doing it. Grandpa almost bought a D, it went pop, pop, bang, and it died right there, pulling power my butt. How you doing with the move? It's doing well. The farm as well. We're trying to get me fully up here, and yeah. Connor, I know a guy who built a very nice fiberglass body scout. I bet that, well, it'll never rust. Yeah, everyone have a good night. Enjoy talking to everybody, and Kevin, enjoy talking to you, and look forward to chatting again with you. Take care, buddy. Ryan's on. How's Ryan doing? I gotta give you a moderator wrench thing. I mean, I am an Alice guy through and through, but I love my John Deere B. I will never own a John Deere. Never, ever, ever. Without the Farmall regular, we probably wouldn't even have a row crop tractor. That's right. That'll still probably be Wheatlands. Or what they ended up calling Wheatlands. Standards, however you want to say it. Then again, I can't think of too many 70s vehicles that didn't rot out when they get wet. The Vega was sold with factory rust. Mike says, Logan, you're right. You're definitely right. Without them, we wouldn't have a row crop. Love my row crops with the tricycle axles. Connor, you should have some diversity. Yeah, I'll go to. I've already said I'm willing to go with a Ford or an Oliver or whatever, but I'm not going John Deere. I can't take that wrong path. I'd like to get a 4000 with the 3-cylinder diesel, kind of like my dad's 4500 that he's got. I used to be on the other farm. I like them tractors. They're kind of nice. Connor, if you don't have a JD, you're missing out. Rick's got a JD. I'm not missing out on too much. It's sitting over in dead row. I guess everybody's kind of calling it quits. Hey, no, you can't just collect one color. Yeah, you can. Slant 6 was a sewing machine motor. Couldn't kill it and always will run. Never say never. Remember, nothing runs like a deer. Away from an IH. If not JD, Oliver is a solid choice. I'd go with an Oliver. I'd be okay with an Oliver. Love a Massey 35 with a 3-cylinder Perkins diesel. Steven's got it right. Nothing runs away like a deer. Your John Deeres are missing out on 2 cylinders. That's right. You look 6. What's that supposed to mean? You looking to get a farm? Not really. I've got one here. I farm with Rick. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Also, but I hate the flywheel start and hand clutch of a 2-cylinder John Deere. That's another thing. I don't like the hand clutch stuff. That's too. You're doing too much of this. Yeah, but if you hopped up on something bigger than Rick's H, it honestly might change your mind. I like my B, but I prefer a G. I've been on a D, a John Deere D, I have no desire. Nothing runs like a deer whilst being chased by a cat. Oliver with a Detroit diesel would be my dream diesel tractor. Operate it without earmuffs. Hear her sing and huff and puff that black smoke. Yeah, and that'll be the last thing you ever heard. G is a beast. Yeah, I've been on it was a D, unstyled D was I believe the last John Deere I was on, and I have no desire to run another one. Nothing runs like a deer while they don't run, period. So I guess they were right with that one. My bee has pulled a 10-foot disc, so that can tell you right there. Well, I don't care what your bee can pull. I don't want a John Deere. Hans is a nice John Deere G. That's right. Try to go forward with the hand clutch going forward while trying to look back. It don't work. LOL. At least I lost my hearing to something good than a 4-cylinder rice burner or wrap. Well, I guess you got a point there. You do have a point there. Why have something that pops when you can have something that runs evenly? Yeah, exactly. I'll stick to my 4 cylinders. 4.6 or only real 2-cylinder John Deere I can tolerate is 435, as they had a 2-cylinder Detroit in them. 80s wrap was okay, LOL, he says. Eli, it works, LOL, just fine. What are you doing to the old M? It's getting a new cam gear. Because it had a 4 pieces one in it. Whoa, I'm rolling away. It's actually got the new cam gear in it right now. It's pretty much in the distributor, or the hydraulic pump, live hydraulic pump, which is what killed the cam gear, and the live hydraulic pump and the distributor are in as well. It just needs the front cover put back on, and the crank pulley down there. Whoop, come on, everything's backwards. Down there, put on, and then put the front bolster back up to it. I don't segregate cylinders. 6 would be the magic number in my book. Inline though. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, it did, especially when I just got it going again after dealing with radiator issues. It was last summer. It sat out all last summer. I have no good experience with JDs. They have no real power. They are gutless. Grumpy says, been there. You could get a wrench. I don't know why you don't have one. Now I gotta find my thing again. There we go. Yep. So it wasn't too bad of a project. I didn't break any front bolster bolts. I was expecting to break a couple of them. So that's good. They all came out nicely, and so far it's been a pretty smooth project, and I'm hopefully I can get it done tonight. So that's the plan. Grumpy says, "Damn, hating on the green tonight." That's right. He hate green like the plague. That's right. I have no desire to own a John Deere. Now we can't specifically say green because I said I'd take an Oliver, so that's a green, but I hate the green and yellow. The green and yellow is the junk. Maybe for the next plow day there could be an IH versus JD feud. Well, the IH is gonna win because Rick will get on that Super C of his and he'll outplow everybody. He outplowed a freaking Super M for crying out loud. Baby puke green. Green and yellow is what I meant. Yep, there you go. Green and yellow. I have a mix of colors from Deere to Emmett, Minneapolis Moline to Farmall, and a damn little Ford. I'd like to get a Ford 4000. I was just saying that earlier. I'd like to get a 4000 with the 3-cylinder diesel in it. I think that'd be kind of nice to have. Only ever sat on one 2-cylinder John Deere. It was, I believe, a John Deere B that had a locked up motor. We tried to pull start it and it just locked the rear tires. If I hated green, I wouldn't want an Oliver with a Detroit or Big Six. Tractor Horse says, I'll bring up the G. Okay, but you're not getting me on it. But a John Deere guy on a farm island, they can't figure out how a real clutch works. A friend of mine bought a H for their son, and his son almost ran him over. That's no good. Row Crops Ford would be neat to own. Now that would be. I'm not. I guess there are two different 4000s. I'm not talking about the that row crop one. I would be talking about the. I guess it would be the standard, similar to the 4500, which the 4500 is just the industrial unit, or just the industrial version of a 4000. Yes, that is a solid unit, handy. Connor doesn't want to get on the G because he may get the green and yellow plague. Oliver should not have had Detroits. It was not their better ideas. They should have made a different engine. First purchase I ever bought was a unstyled John Deere A. The unstyled ones didn't look too bad, but the they didn't go much further than looks as far as I care. Eli, you didn't care for the old Detroits? Mike wants to know. Oliver never built their own engine, Cody says. Connor, if someone offered you a Waterloo Boy tractor, would you take it and drive it even though it's green and yellow? Probably not. The Waterloo Boy doesn't really do anything for me. They're noisy and dumb. Stupid idea, Eli says. I believe you mean a Ford 4000 utility. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I don't know. Detroit are not a dumb, most effective way to turn noise into power. That's right. I know, but the 310s were better if people took care of them. Dang, Connor, not even a Waterloo. No, it does nothing for me. I'd rather have a module, an IH module over the Waterloo. But even then, I still don't want one. They're old and out. I have no interest to go any older than the Letter Series Internationals, 1939. I had to think about it. The only Deere I drove was a neighbor's 312 garden tractor. He was down with a broken leg, and my 1250 was waiting on a new deck belt. Yeah, I guess I have. My dad has a old 316 with the Onan in it. I used to mow with that one. Eli says I would take a Waterloo Boy and then sell it. Luke Strasser says Detroits are the best. I enjoy the sound of a Detroit. Lee says I want a 7004 but so bad. Be nice, especially with a turbo. Sorry, guys, thought you were cutting out at 8, so I'll hang in until you're done for the night. Nice live stream, Connor. Thanks, Greg. Yeah, I was going to call it done at 8, but then nobody decided to carry on the torch, so whatever. Katie says you have chores to do, Connor. They're already done, Katie! Well, I've always had a soft spot for them old 2-cylinder Detroit, or 2-cycle Detroits. They can get the job done. Love the injector / valve design in the head. Eli says Detroits are not bad engines, it's overrated. Rick says don't put the stove out. It's full. It's topped off. It's good. I'm not gonna fill it up until I go in because I know it's doing all right. The early Olivers had an Oliver built engine. Later Oliver designed the engine and Waukesha built them. I like all colors. I think I want an MD at some point if I can find a deal. Detroit sound like hearing loss. The stove goes out, we will blame Rick. That's right, but it's not going to go out. I have a Ford 9000, good tractor. Logan speaks facts. Did Rick get the new circulation pump installed? I don't think he even has one. I don't think he even got a new one. He put it on, it's got 3 speeds or whatever. Put it on speed 3 and now it circulates. It won't circulate on speed 2, but it circulates on speed 3. So we got a new switch box for the circulating pump, and whenever that shows up, that'll get put on. So it's a warm 75 degrees in here. I've had the service door back there in the background open pretty much all day. One of the window over that we put in this past fall, that's been open all day. I don't know on the hearing loss. I've been around them quite a bit, and nothing on the hearing problem yet. Hans, we still have to find you a John Deere H. Yeah, at least if you do lose your hearing, you'll be happy it was a mighty scream of a Detroit. I'm just laughing at Rick's comment. Shaw, it's not a black chick. Hyatt, yes, I need an H2. I thought about a straight pipe on my 756, but want to keep the little hearing I still have. I have no desire to have straight pipes. I like my Steiner International muffler, which is down below us here. I've been around them. The hearing loss will come. Yeah, I went to high school with a Waukesha. I'd like to find us a Farmall H. Been keeping my eye out. There's one on Facebook Marketplace for $500 with a set of cultivators and a locked up motor that I've been kind of, do I want to pull the trigger or not? Never heard someone pronounce Waukesha so wrong. Well, too fucking bad. You guys, you want me to keep pronouncing stuff wrong? Because I can. I call steel still. I can make Kyle happy and go Cummings. What do you have against straight pipes? I'd like to keep my hearing, Luke. Straight pipes only look good on the 706 Plus. Yeah, I need a Steiner muffler for my H and an oval for my 750-60. I wish Steiner would make the IH mufflers for the bigger series. Locked up H is a great excuse to LS swap it. Yeah, well, maybe when you start doing your LS swaps. Straight pipes suck, noise sucks. I agree. Waukesha. You know, if it pisses you guys off so much, I'll keep calling it Waukesha, and I'll start making the chair make noise too. I know you guys like that one. I would have 3 mufflers per cylinder on most engines. Okay, that's a little bit extreme. If you were closer, I have a 40H that needs a new home. Where are you, Icon? Road trips are always possible. Well, I guess you need to go electric, Jeff says. Jeff's in here. I think that's the first comment you've made. How you doing, Jeff? I'll give you a moderation thingy. Where's the bouncy ball? I think it's in the Super Pug. The Super Poop. I blame loud pipes on my 700 snowmobile for the ringing in my ears. Big oval IH muffler repro is in the works. Yeah, but I don't want the oval one. I want one of these style for the bigger series. I don't like them stupid oval ones. Them things are so you can't see nothing around them. They completely block out your visibility. No, I do like that they are quiet, but I can't fix electric. He says, hey, Jeff. I'm not sure why my ears ring, but they have a hell of a scream. Outside of West Bend, Wisconsin. I'm gonna look at how far away you are, and I might be sending you an email tonight. Eli says my ears are ringing right now. Jeff's doing well. Thanks for asking. That's good to hear. Fleet Firm has them. I know, but they're those junky old Stanleys. They're not the. They're not these ones that have the. Well, you can't see it. That have the IH logo on them. These ones that Steiner sells with the IH logo on them. They sound really nice. So no, not the bouncy ball. I can bring that out too. If you guys want me to keep pissing you guys off, I'll bring out the bouncy ball. Luke, I bet Ricky Dickey is playing with the bouncy ball in the greenhouse. Oh, you're not supposed to put the oval muffler on sideways. That the second 806 that Dad bought, it had one of them oval mufflers on. It was in line with the tractor. I ran 2 stop signs because of it. Keisha is a hooker in North Minneapolis. Well, fair enough. Have a good night, all. I've got to run. Good chatting tonight with you, Connor. Nice to see you, tractor hoarders. Oh, we got Squatch in here. How's Squatch doing? I gotta give you a moderation wrench thingy too. What's Squatch up to tonight? Figured I'd check in, seeing how this is a Bork-free live. LOL. Well, it's not even a Bork live. It's a Connor live. If you want ringing in your ears, Ryan, shoot a 10mm handgun, pull that trigger, and you'll hear ringing for at least half an hour. Doggone it. Motley Crue concert 1990 messed up my left ear for a while. I regret nothing. Lee says, hey, Toby. Oh, he's still here. Yep, I'm still here. Have to try one, just put one on the 656 from Fleet. I've never been happy with the Stanley mufflers. They're junk. There was a guy last night that came and picked up his vehicle that Rick fixed, and he was talking about how he bought a Stanley muffler for his H, and on the bottom crimp here, it separated and it rusted out and separated, let water down into his H, into the engine and his H, and then it froze up and locked the motor. Luke says, hey, Toby, Rick hasn't been arrested yet. There's probably a dozen Waukeshas in North Minneapolis. My 308 or my 4570 gets it going enough. Did you put the stop sieves back? What? What are you talking about, Eli? Thanks for the live stream, Connor. Yep, thanks for tuning in. I'm assuming you're taking off, Steven. Sure is a nice area. Been around here my whole life. Might be making it up by Connor in August for the Nowden show since my cousin lives close to that show. I don't know, my Stanley on my D17 sounds okay, but the damn Nelson are too expensive or are damn pricey for a effing muffler. Well, sometimes you can't beat quality. Nelson makes a good muffler, but I haven't seen a tractor muffler from them in a while. Rick hasn't been arrested yet. Keyword yet. Oh, after I hit the 2 stop signs. I didn't hit him. I just didn't stop for him. Because the muffler was blocking him. I don't like those stupid oval mufflers. They look so dumb. The only thing that it's okay when you start hitting like the 66 series when International was putting them on the tractors, but when like for the 706, 56, when International wasn't putting oval mufflers on those tractors, don't put an oval muffler on them. They just don't look right with it. 8:30. We've gone a half hour over what I was gonna do. Yeah, there's the creaky chair. My 756 has the round one on it, but might put the oval one on it. Don't put the oval one on your 756. Those oval mufflers are the worst. Want the IH Repro, but don't make it in that size. See, that's the problem I've got. Gotta get Steiner onto that, making the IH one for the like the 0656s. Been trying to get one for the Cub Lowboy, but they've been out of stock. Could probably go back to the underslung one. It's supposed to have the underslung exhaust, but um, all right, tune up for the night. Gotta finish my update video. Thanks for stopping in, Ryan. Our 53 Super W6 with a straight pipe sounds pretty awesome. I won't put a straight pipe on a tractor. I can't do that. Connor, I probably missed it, but where have you been buying the mufflers you like? Steiner's. Steiner sells them, or who else sells them? There's another company online that sells them. I can't remember who I've got it on my phone. Um, I can't remember the name of them now. It's like some. It's not Evergreen Restorations, but it's like something Restorations or something like that, I think. But Steiner sells them. This would be the one. This one here is what you need to put on your Super M. I think you and Senior would really like that than one of those IH repops. They've got the stainless steel one. I think that's what you need on that Super M. Figured something out pretty cool on YouTube. A channel called Farmall 51 has been uploading full line buyer's guides from IH from 1970 to 1985. If you go to Mr. Icon Sees Mr. No in our comment section here, if you go to his channel, he's actually got some of the old International Harvester. I think they were like dealership promotion videos. It was like a slideshow, half slideshow, half video thing, and he went through and scanned them and put them up on his channel. He's got some international ones, and I think he's got some John Deere ones, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe a couple other ones. I don't exactly remember. Mike's gonna call it a night. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. How are the 20-inch pads coming? Are you putting them on yet? The 20-inch pads. What 20-inch pads? Oh, you're talking to Squatch. Yes, I'm ready, but the days are moving fast. Debating between the standard or the polished stainless for the H. Johnson tractors where the repro mufflers came from. All right. I agree the Super M1 hasn't exactly been awesome. Need a new one for the H2. Well, that's because you've got a Stanley on there. You need to get rid of that junky old Stanley muffler. Get one of these international reproduction ones. They sound so much better. If you could have heard the 400 over the knocking, you would have agreed. Squatch, what did you buy X253 and X231 for Christmas? Luke would like to know. I actually know that as well. Watching those old sales videos are awesome. Kevin says, have a good night and have a Merry Christmas. Nice to Mike. Kevin says, Mike, nice talking to you. Yep, IH film strips with 45 records. There will be more IH videos posted this winter. They are from Super 8 with sound reels. Good to hear there's more IH ones coming along. I really enjoyed watching them ones. I didn't watch the John Deere ones. Squatch says, Luke, X253 got a new container to sleep in, and I don't really like X231 that much, so it's still sitting in the back of the shop. X231 is like a Super Poop V2. Just sits in the back of the shop. Squatch, you don't like X231 or the analytics don't like it? Wow. Holy shit. Falling off the chair. Luke just went down that path. Squatch, are you putting on the 20-inch pads yet? Eli would like to know. Can I feature next year at Now Then? I don't know if I'll have any tractors at Now Then next year. Possibly the Cub, because that one's easy to move. Zine says he enjoyed the X231 videos, Toby. 20-inch pads are on the left side. Video going live to the public in the morning. Plans change, though. Waiting on a parts shipment before doing the right side now. And we'll be doing some Gale slideshows and transferring some promotional VHS tapes. Hope to find the one with the Gale merger mounted on a 2+2. That'd be cool. Eli says it's going to look good. Oh, there it went. That one's been sitting here for about 10 minutes. Eli wants to know if you found carrier rollers, Toby. Once Squatch answers that question, I think we're going to take off here because I got to get some work done on this album. I'd like to, like I said, I'd like to drive the thing out of here tonight. Connor, why no tractors at Now Then for you? Because it's too far of a drive now. Now I got a trailer them. I can't just drive them there. So it's not worth it to me. It's not worth an hour and a half drive to take more than one. What I like and don't like is directly tied to how much money it will make on YouTube. Not afraid to admit it either. Hey, Squad, shouldn't you have a Farmall 350 diesel? Well, that's seniors. Technically, that's Squatch Senior. Senior's tractor. If I'm not mistaken. Toby, you are a slow replier. Goodness gracious. Thanks for the live. Take care, all. Thanks for showing up, Jeff. Appreciate it. Squatch, that's fair, and I understand. Says, yes, found some carrier rollers in California, plus a better oil manifold for the side of the diesel. Perfect. All right, Squatch answered that question. We're going to take off. I posted a picture of the merger mounted on the nose of a 2+2 on the Rip Power forum. If I find it, I'll send a link. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Thanks, everybody, for showing up tonight. Appreciate it very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream. And I'm going to get back to work on this AM if I don't fall off the chair and knock myself out. Yeah, hopefully I can get it the heck out of here tonight. I'm making some video of it, so there's that. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys all next time.